Hello, everyone. I am here to talk on behalf of the Danish Nationals organizing group. Um, we have put out a preliminary pack. It will not be the final pack. The final pack, it'll be, it'll be designed and nice and printed and all that. But it is the things that we've agreed on so far. There will be 5 games over 2 days on the 2nd and 3rd of April 2022. Um, and it will be the Danish National Championships. It will be 1,000 points. You can choose generic platoons, and I'm saying platoons because you can use multiple platoons, however many you like, and you can use all the units that can be in a generic platoon. So it's not just armies of whatever France or what you're choosing, right? So generic platoons or a single tank platoon. That is the choices you have. 1,000 points, we're playing blue on blue and Swiss draw. It will be random draw for the first pairings and then Swiss draw from that. If there are any need for any tiebreakers, we will make kill points in order dice, the tiebreaker, just because it's easy to do in the programs that we're using. And if there's need for a second tiebreaker, which there might be, the opponent's placement will be the second tiebreaker. So if you played a lot of good opponents, that will actually affect how you end up if you are A points with someone else. So that is the pack. We have chosen 12 scenarios. I will publish them as soon as I think they are finished and we have descriptions for them. They are chosen from a variety of sources, from the Warlord Games competitive pack, from Bold Action Alliance, their pack, and from the Juggernaut pack. So a bit from everything. There will be some of these scenarios that are like movement placement scenarios, like sectors or envelopment, double envelopment. And some are just straight up kill points, and a lot of them are objective points scenarios. If you look at the Juggernaut pack, you will particularly notice that there are both objectives and kill points in their scenarios, so that is always interesting. So I hope you will make a list that is versatile enough to handle all of these challenges, because you will need it. The TO will roll for scenario at each round. If they get a double, meaning a scenario that's been played before, they will re-roll that roll and start again. There are a few things you should notice as a player. One is there will be tickets available. They will be coming up in a week, I think, the tickets. And I will make sure to link them here on the Facebook events. The tickets themselves are being sold to a con, which is like grand tournament stuff. There's other stuff going on as well. There's role-playing games. There is Age of Sigmar, 40K. I think the Danish National Championships in X-Wing is also going to take place at this con. And it will be held at, the venue is a big sports arena, where there are several possibilities for people traveling abroad. There is a hostel nearby. There are a few hotels nearby. But you can also, if you want to do it really cheaply, it's possible to sleep in the sports arena as well for very little money. It's also possible to buy food for the entire weekend, where the organizers have set up a buffet, lunch, dinner, breakfast thing, which you can buy a ticket for. So that is also a possibility for what you could do. Please also note that you need to have an approved list. So you have to send your list into our list checker. And it has to be approved, and it has to be sent in before the deadline. I will post the deadline as soon as we know it. You have to have a fully painted army. And I do realize that some of us are not painters, myself included. Um, so 3 colors, a wash, and the base done as a minimum. We're not seeing any gray here, unless it's Feldgrau. You have to have your relevant army books, if not on you, then at least so that you can get them for your opponent if there are questions. And you have to have 3 or more 40 millimeter objectives that sort of collaborates to a 40 millimeter base or a poker chip. Although the objectives will be just points, they're not actual like terrain or anything, or the 40 millimeters. We need those 40 millimeters because it makes it very clear where the objective is. Dice, tape measure, 2 sets of order dice, all of the usual stuff, all of that. And you can actually arrive at the con on Friday and stay there until Sunday. We open up for setup of tables on Friday night. So yeah, this will be exciting. There'll be different prices depending on, because we need a Dane to be Danish champion. So if it's not a Dane who actually wins first place, there will be a Danish champion trophy. There will be a first, second, and third place trophy. There'll be best painted army, best terrain, because usually in Denmark people bring their own terrain, their own tables. A wooden spoon for the loser of the tournament, and best sportsman. And of course, we are going to try to get as many sponsor gifts as possible so that everyone walks away with something nice for their time and effort. Yeah, I think the price is going to be around 25 euros for the actual participation, but don't quote me on that yet. And then you can buy food on the side from that. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting. It's looking up to be a great tournament. So far we have booked 32 for 32 players, so 16 tables. But if there's a lot of people coming, we might try to expand it. We'll see what happens. We're also going to try to see if Paul Walker has the time to come over and be the TO, so that it ties in more officially to Warlord Games. Yeah. That, I think, was what I needed to say right now. Cool. Look forward to seeing you. Cheers. Bye.